Long ago, in a small village there lived a woman named Mama Ajaba. She was known far and wide for her mysterious brew, a drink called Omi Igbeyawo, the water of destiny. The drink was said to be so potent that it could cure any ailment, lift any sorrow, and bring good fortune to those who drank it. But there was a catch, one that no one dared to speak of aloud. Mama Ajaba was a widow with 3 children, and though she was kind and generous to her customers, she carried a heavy burden. Her husband had died young, leaving her to raise their children alone. Despite her hard work, her children struggled to find success in life. Her eldest son, Ade, was a talented woodcarver, but his work went unnoticed. Her daughter, Funmi, was a gifted singer, but her voice was never heard beyond the village. Her youngest, Tund, was a bright scholar, but he lacked the means to further his education. One night, as Mama Ajaba sat by the fire, a strange figure appeared before her. It was an old woman with eyes like glowing embers and a voice that crackled like dry leaves. Mama Ajaba, the old woman said, "I see your struggles. I can give you the power to change your children's fate, but it will come at a cost." Mama Ajaba, desperate for her children's success, agreed without hesitation. The old woman handed her a small clay pot filled with a dark, swirling liquid. "This is the essence of destiny," the old woman explained. "Brew it into your drink, and anyone who consumes it will unknowingly give a piece of their destiny to your children. But beware, once you start, there is no turning back." The next day, Mama Ajaba began serving Omi Igbeyawo to the villagers. The drink was bitter, but its effects were undeniable. Those who drank it felt a surge of energy and clarity, but over time, they noticed their own fortunes waning. The farmers' crops began to fail, the traders' customers dwindled, and the hunters' arrows missed their mark. Meanwhile, Mama Ajaba's children flourished. Ade's carvings were sought after in distant markets, Funmi's voice echoed in the king's court, and Tund received a scholarship to study in the city. At first, Mama Ajaba convinced herself that the trade was fair. After all, her children deserved a better life. But as the villagers' misfortunes grew, so did their whispers. They began to suspect that Mama Ajaba's brew was cursed. One by one, they stopped visiting her hut, and the village fell into despair. One night, Mama Ajaba had a dream. She saw the old woman again, but this time, her face was twisted in anger. "You have taken too much," the old woman hissed. "The balance of destiny has been disrupted. Your children's success is built on the suffering of others. If you do not stop, the village will perish, and your children's fortunes will turn to ash." Mama Ajaba woke in a cold sweat. She knew what she had to do. The next morning, she gathered her children and confessed everything. To her surprise, they were horrified. "We would rather struggle honestly than prosper at the expense of others," Ade said. Funmi and Tund agreed. Together, they destroyed the clay pot and poured the remaining brew into the river. Mama Ajaba then went to the village square and confessed her actions. The villagers, though angry, admired her courage. They decided to forgive her, but only if she used her knowledge of herbs to create a new brew, one that would heal and restore, rather than take. Mama Ajaba agreed, and over time, the village regained its prosperity. Her children, though no longer wildly successful, found contentment in their honest work. Ade's carvings brought joy to many, Funmi's songs inspired hope, and Tund became a teacher, sharing his knowledge with the next generation. And so, Mama Ajaba learned that true success cannot be built on the misery of others. From that day on, her brew was known as Omi Igbeyawo, the water of peace, a reminder that destiny is best shaped by kindness, hard work, and a clear conscience.